My Lord, I didn't refresh my memories to speak to anyone when I gave my statement. When I gave my statement was about the information I got on that day about the missing child. I get geen persoon geraad gepraat en herinner oor wat gebeur het in verband met inskrywing wat ek wel in die verklaring ingeplaas het is wat so gebeur was en oorgedra was op die dag van die voorval.
Yes. Sorry, my Lord, just briefly.
Let's just check whether they might not be some confusion and misunderstanding between himself and the witness.
I will check.
You recall that you asked him about making the statement on the 20th of February.
2025.
Yeah. And the answer is no.
Yes.
I made a statement, I kept it in a safe place. That's the evidence. This commission could have been retyped, we don't know because it wasn't followed up. So maybe we should check with him. When did he make a statement, whether it was commissioned or not,
Thank you, my Lord.
for the first time, and then from where did he, if it was retyped, from where did he get the information? If it was typed in that form, cadre question.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Constable Kubeze, you heard what his lordship is. What I want to check with you is, you said first of all that you didn't make the statement on the 20th of February 2025. It was commissioned on the 20th February 2025.
Utheke wena xa ndilibuza uba engxenyenze nini sithi now February 2025 uthi hayi kodwa into ecacayo ukuthi bafundiswa ngomhla we-20 kaFebruary 2025.
Ukwenziwa kwestatement, my lord, kungonyaka ogqithileyo 2024 kodwa sifungelwe kuba sidingeka ngo-2025.
The statement was made, my lord, in 2024, but commissioned after it was needed in 2025. Die verklaring was gemaakt in die jaargetal 2024, maar aangezien dit zo benodig was het beëdigd in het jaargetal van 20 Februari 2025.
What I want to ask you now, is that protocol, is that procedure, or is that just your way when you get confronted with situations like crime reports, missing person reports? Is that what you usually do?
Ingaba le inkqubo okanye into enisebenzisayo xa mhlawumbi umuntu sibuzwa mhlawumbi malunga neziganeko ezenzekileyo.
Mhlekazi, nayiphi na into esiyenzayo emsebenzini,
Whatever we do at the work, my Lord,
iinkcukacha zayo zihlala zikhona zisetyenziswe mhla zidingeka.
information would remain but would be used when needed. En alle werkomstandighede wat in die besig is, informatie sal daar wees, maar sal gebruik word wanneer dit benodig word.
And then just explain to the court your report that you wrote in, that's now Exhibit J. At 1840, on the 20th of February,
1814 February,
doesn't contain the detail that you have got in this affidavit that you said you made on the 20th. You said you made a statement on that, or wrote the statement, or typed the statement on the 20th of February 2024. You kept it in a safe somewhere, or a safe place somewhere. You wrote your report on the same day at 1840, but there's a vast difference between the two.
Kunomehluko ke kwinto ebhalwa phaa 1840 ke kule nto yakho ka-2024 nento ebhalwe ke statement sakho esicabanga sakwafisa so awufani into ebhale ngo-2024 into ebhale ofisa kwe-2025.
Le ngxelo ibhalwe ngo-1840
The information entered in 1840, my lord.
ingxelo endayenzayo ayibingasoze ifane nale itayiphiweyo kuba iinkcukacha zam endisebenza ngazo azikho kwi-system yasemapoliseni.
The information which I did in 1840 won't be the same as in the statement, because the statement won't have the same information which is with the police. Sorry, my lord.
Iinkcukacha ezilapho kwezi statement ndizibhalileyo
What is written in what I wrote, my lord,
zibhalwe ndim
I entered it.
neenkcukacha ezikwi-affidavit ziinkcukacha ezibhalwe ndim. Umohluko ngoba kubhalwe ngepeni kwenye kutayitshwe ngekhompyutha.
The difference would be, my lord, handwritten first and then typed copy. That's the difference between. Die verschil tussen wat ingeschreven was op 1840 en jaar 2024, dus niet veel van verschil zijn die gedeelde band. Wat in 2024 geschreven was, ingeschreven was een aangeschreven wat op die verklaring wat eerder was op 2025 is getikt. Dus de eerste verschil.
Evening of the 19th, leading on to going off duty on the morning of the 20th.
When I was in Kare, that is correct, my lord. Ek sou begin in die skof die 19e van die tweede maand 2024 en so einde tot die volgende dag gesteek.
Mr.
Yes,
Gabriel,
sir.
listen to my questions. Just answer the question.
No, depending on
I'm going to ask you a lot of leading questions.
the
How I understand the evidence, so the answer will just be yes or no.
Ndizabuza ke imibuzo ke uhlobo engimamele ngayo mhlawumbe ngisengalo maxesha ukuphendula. Ndilindele ukuphendula ewe okanye wayo.
And I do this to clarify, not to get you out.
Uthi suba sacacisa uzaba ngewe okanye wayo.
What time did your shift start on the 19th? Do I have it correct at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Ingaba uqale ngabani ixesha uphangela mhla we-19 kaFebruwari 2024? Ingaba ubhala kahle xa kuthiwa mhla zingesithandathu?
Uqale ngo-6.
Yes, it started at 6.
Then you started your next shift on the evening of the 20th at 6 o'clock.
Ishift yakhe elandelayo wazoqala wena ngomhla we-20 malanga zingesithandathu.
Kunjalo my lord.
That is correct, my lord. So die volgende skof begin die 20ste van die tweede maand 2024 om die 6 uur.
You reported for duty, it seems, at the police station.
Wena uripote emsebenzini zingesithandathu e-police station.
Kunjalo my lord.
Yes, my lord, that's correct.
I note from Exhibit J that you were the one that on the evening of the 20th at 18:35 lowered the flag at the police station.
Uthi ke ngicaphelayo uba mhlawumbe 1835 ngale mini 20th umuntu wathoba ke inazi flag le enguwe 1835.
Ewe kunjalo mhlekazi.
That is correct, my lord.
Thereafter, 5 minutes later, you pinned the entry 2416 in the occurrence book.
Uthi ke imihlana ngakoko wafaka wena eLondon 2416 incwadi lekuthiwa occurrence book.
Ewe ndenze njalo mhlekazi.
That is correct, my lord.
Now I'm going to ask you some open-ended questions.
Ngizaphinda kumbuzo nje.
In other words, I'm going to ask you for an explanation.
Ngizawucela ke
Yes or no.
ungingcaciswe ke uzawona.
So that entry at 1840, was that from memory of the previous evening? Or did you have notes? Or maybe a pocketbook or any other source?
Njengoba ubhala apha kumhla ka-20 February 2024 u-entry unumber 2416 ngo-1840 20th ufuna uqonda ngaba le nto ibhala apha uzikhumbulela nje ngokwedwa okanye khona mhlawumbi okunantsika i-pocket unayo apho ukhumbula ubhala khona yonke le nto ibhala.
Mhlekazi, yonke le nto ndandiyibhala apha ndiyibhala kwii-notes endandizenzile kubusuku obudlulileyo.
What is entered in here, my lord, would be from notes which I took the previous night. But die verskynbare is van notas wat ek so geneem het die vorige aand, want die vraag was geweest of u wat is inskryf op 2416 wat 48 hier het self geskryf van sakboek die getuie het van notas wat ek vorige aand so geneem het.
Now, am I correct at that stage? This was still an inquiry.
Lilonke ngela xesha engakabe ngidala ekusakhuluphala sekuphanda.
Kwakusenziwe nje i-inquiry, idokethi laliselikhona ngaphambili.
It was an inquiry, yes, my lord, but there was already a docket.
A criminal docket with a case number. Do
In
you
the
know?
docket in the service number.
If you don't know, you can just say so.
Uthi bakhumbula ukuthi
Andisakhumbula ngoma, ngicela ucinga kancinci.
I don't recall when it was, my lord, but can the court just give me some time to rethink?
No, you won't necessarily know because it falls within a different division as I understand it.
Uthi kaloku kusizathu uba uthi uzikhumbuze kaloku senichazela uba yonke loo nto kaloku kwelinye icandelo.
Ndiyabulela malota, inkosi kunjani.
Thank you, my lord.
So that would then complete your job with what you did on the 19th, running into the 20th, now completing the reporting line by making the entry. From your notes of the previous evening, Mr. Blau, you seem confused, so I'm going to pose the question differently. And I'm going to go the long way. Mr. Kubese, you were on duty the previous evening, you went off duty the morning, you had your rest, came back on duty the next evening. Now you complete all your paperwork for the previous night.
Ukuphangela unendini ukhuleke kusasa le-20th November ngemini ye-20th. Ngoku ke ngoku uzogqibezela umsebenzi wakho osuku ngaphambili.
Ewe kunjalo malota kuba ndandicinga uba umsebenzi wam awuzogqibeleleka ukuba ndenzanga le kule ncwadi yasemapoliseni.
Yes, my lord, that's correct, because I realized I won't have enough time just to finalize whatever the report would contain.
ukuba lenzakale.
Not all information will be contained in as far as the lost child is concerned.
Can you just also translate that into Afrikaans for the accused purposes?
Dit is reeds so heerlikbaar, want ek kon nie vorige dag voltooi wat dit sou uitgelaat in verband met die kind wat vermis was.
Now I'm going to turn to this type statement.
Siya ke uqala ke statement satisfactory.
Which is Exhibit K in the record.
Uqala sibhalwa exhibit K.
Now we know that you typed it still in the year 2024.
Siyazeka ukuba why type statement unyaka 2024.
Ewe kunjalo my lord.
Yes, that's correct, my lord.
Can you recall when that was?
Ingaba usakhumbula loo nto uyenze nini loo nto leyo?
Kwakuphakathi nobusuku ngomhla we-20 xa ndandibangela.
It was towards the 20th the morning, early hours of the morning of the 20th, my lord. In between the previous and the early hours of the morning of the 20th, my lord.
I'm talking about the type statement.
Then I'll get statement is,
Remember you made the entry the evening of the 20th in the OB?
On the 20th, the OB.
Yes. Yes. Remember you made that entry after you lowered the flag. Went to the OB, you wrote in the OB from your notes and whatever you had from the previous evening.
The OB kaloku yona uyenze umhla 20 kaFebruary 2024. Ixesha 8:25 kwakuthobwa kwale flag, 1840 ngibhala ke ngingcele ngikwenze ngizona phambili.
Ewe kunjalo my lord.
Confirm so my lord, but ingeskryf was in die OB, het dit ook gedoen die volgende, die 20ste van die tweede maand, so om byna 1:40.
Then, subsequent to that, you decided to do a statement and keep it in safekeeping.
Emva koba wenzekele entry umhla 20th ka 2024. Emva koba wenze statement owasibhekene nawo kusilekileyo efihlakeleyo ngcakeleyo.
Ewe kunjalo mhlekazi naye nasa.
That's correct, my lord. Nadat ek hierdie inskrywing toegedoen het, het ek toe die verklaring toegemaak op die 20ste van die tweede maand 2024 wat ek geberg het of veilig gebleek.
So, do I understand you correctly? This typed statement was produced on the very same day, just later, on the 20th.
Kakuhle ngoba le ndawo statements that sense where usuku olulandelayo statement esi edlulenzile nge-20th statement sizaba kwakho.
I want you to understand, I'm talking about Exhibit K.
Ithetha ke le ngxelo le
Ndisenze kwangalapha umnye mhlekazi.
yes, on the same, I did it on the same day, my lord. Hierdie verklaring was gedoen op die 7de dag van die inskrywing
In the typed form or in the handwritten form?
njengoba ilo hlobo ke ngoku lo exhibit K, exhibit K ngalalo exhibit K ingaba ubhale ngesandla kanti utype ngalamini ka 2024.
Ndayitayipa kwikhompyutha kwangalaa mini inye ndayiseyiva ukwenzela into yoba ze ndiyisebenzise kwixa elizayo.
I typed it on the same day, my lord, as what this would say in computer, and saved it for in case it will be needed. I get to the third operator to gebeuren als het nodig kan worden.
So I'm going to call it a draft statement at that stage. I'm going to call it a draft statement at that stage.
Moet ik jullie long statement is dat wat is. Sister central.
Will that be fair?
The witness is asked the court to repeat this.
I'm going to call it a draft statement on your computer to be that you save in the event that you might need it later.
Lilonge ke statement senziwa kwikhompyutha masibeka okasisave kwenziba usisebenzisa xa sinika sifundo.
Ewe kunjalo mhlekazi.
That is correct, my lord.
And did you type it in Word?
Wabhala ke ohlobo ochaza ke lokhu word kaloku apha kwikhompyutha kaloku zindlela zohlobo zotype izinto usibeke ngohlobo lazo word womsebenzisayo.
Ndasebenzisa nje uhlobo lotayipa qha.
I only use the method of typing.
So now we know.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was on the same day, evening,
I'll take it from here. Thank you. Carry on. Constable Kubesi, you've now agreed with the court has said that you've drafted a statement on your computer on that day, the 20th of February 2024. That's what you said. Now, what I'm asking you is, did you print it and then save that, or did you save it on the computer?
Ndasitayipa ndasigcina apha kwikhompyutha my lord.
I typed it and left it or kept it on the computer, my lord. Ek het dit getik en op die rekenaar gelaat.
Does or did Constable Van Gotha and you use the same computer?
Wena no sisebenzisa ikhompyutha enye.
Hayi mhlekazi asisebenzisa ikhompyutha enye.
No, my lord, we don't use the same computer. Eke ngongotha sobekisela rekenaar.
So he doesn't have access to your computer. He can't get into your computer and see what's on your computer.
Lilonge yena kanokwazi uba angene ikhompyutha yakajonge computer.
Hayi akanayo imvume yokujonga information kwikhompyutha yam mhlekazi.
He doesn't have the right, is not allowed, or is not allowed to look into what my computer contains. I think the rest of the thing about computer you can understand.
My Lord, may I ask the state to just produce Exhibit B and present it to, you're going to copy to the witness.
Yes, please.
We have an exhibit B in front of us now.
So you have Exhibit K and Exhibit B at the witness.
Lilonge is locate, lower, upi, warm. Anyone?
Yes, thank you, sir. So this is the documents that we placed next to each other.
Thank you, my Lord. Now, Constable Kubesi, if you, let me start there. You confirmed to this court that you didn't consult with anybody. You didn't ask anybody anything. The details in your statement you got because it was on your computer, which you put down there or typed there on the 20th of February 2024. And you produced it and printed it now, 20th of February 2025, when it was commissioned. That's what you told us, court. Am I correct? You confirmed that.
Enkundleni ke uthe wena ingxelo yam ndayenza ngoFebruary 2024 yayigcina ikhompyutha yam kodwa ngexesha sekufuneka ndayiprinta ke yaba ke yafungiswa ngomhla wa-2025 kaFebruwari into kuqeqesekile kunjani.
Ndichaze kanjalo mhlekazi.
That was my explanation to court, my lord. That was me for taken and removed.
Can I have a look at Exhibit B, please? Exhibit B. That's the statement of your colleague, Younger Gogota.
Uzawujonsa ke isibengelo ka umhlekosi uGongotha uyanga Gongotha.
Look at paragraph 3. Look at paragraph 3.
Paragraph is start.
Your paragraph 3 says, we then attended to the complaint immediately after we received it, and upon arrival at Dryhoek, in brackets informal settlement in Little Saldanha, we met with the mother of the missing child, now known to me as Kelly Smith. Kelly did not seem very worried at this moment. She was calm.
Uthike wena kwakini ngalemini ngoba siphumene ke umyalezo ngesikhala sesuka ngo ukufumana kwekhisile ke komende kombe aphethe ayibuka imelo boss Saldanha sadibana khona nomama umntana njalo elahlekile uthi ke lokho wayengaziwa ke Kelly Smith Kelly uthi ke wayekela ngibona kanjalo umuntu wayekhathazekile ekubaka umuntu obekileyo yazibona wabhalelo thelekisa ikona ibhala bona
endiyaziyo my lord sesam istatement endiqinisekileyo ngazo and bendisebenza kunye noconstable Gogota information anayo yile namdi nayo.
My Lord, what I'm sure about is that my statement contained what I wrote, and the commissioner of commission, the statement of mind of Gongotha is the same commission. It's the same commission. It is not the same.
Siyabonga bara. My lord.
Just pause. Mr. Kubesi, do you understand the way Mr. Harris is doing?
Ngaba uyamqaphela uba apha ekhona umhlelo kaHarris. Kwetha eli le nto ichazayo maze uyamqaphela uba uyambisisa ufuna uthini.
And ndiyawufumana mhlanga.
Yes, I can.
No, I suspected that. Don't anticipate the questions. Listen to the question asked by the advocate and just answer that question.
Uthi kaloku sucingele mamelisa umbuzo obuzwa ligqwetha xa libuza uphinde loo nto ibuzayo kuphela.
If a portion is read to you, wait for the question.
Uthi uba mhlawumbi ufuna mhlawumbi awukangivisisi kakuhle ulinde makaphinde.
Okay?
Siyabona?
Ewe kuyavakala my lord.
I understand, my Lord.
Let's try again, Mr. Harris. Maybe Mr. Harris, for the purpose of the appeal, is to break up for example.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's take paragraph 3 of the two exhibits, Mr. Kubesi. Paragraph 3, both paragraphs 3. Right, if you look at your statement, it reads, the first portion thereof, we then attended to the complaint immediately after we received it.
Wena abazobhala thina kwangelo xesha ngokusifumene isikhalazo sisaya kule ndawo apho kwakhalazo kuyo uthi wena thina thina kwangoko yazibona.
Ewe ndiyazibona my lord.
Yes, I can see that, my Lord.
There was no punctuation marks yet, but
uthi ke ngizama ukulonda uleyo kabikho into ivezwayo ngizama ukulonda uleyo mina.
And then if we turn to Exhibit B, that's the statement of your colleague, Constable Gongota.
Xa sisiya ke phaa ku-Exhibit B, ingxelo engekho uConstable uGongotha.
You will realize the only difference between the two portions when I read is that instead of using the word we, he used the word I.
Umehluko ke apha wena uyakungxelo uthi thina, yena umehluko uthi mna.
Ndiyawubona my lord.
I see that difference, my lord.
And then he, Mr. Gongota, Exhibit B, concludes that sentence in the following manner. And upon arrival at Drying, open bracket, informal settlement, close bracket, in middle post, Saldanha, full stop.
Aqhubekeke yena ke uthi unansela umhlekazi uGongotha uthi fikeni phayana eDryhoek uthi ke infunansi kaMatokombeni umelo Nkosi Saldanha.
Your version reads, and upon arrival at Dryhoek, open bracket, informal settlement in middle post, comma, Saldanha, close bracket.
Uthi kwa wena uthi fikeni kwethu phaa eDryhoek eMatokombeni umelo Nkosi Saldanha.
So except for the insertion of a comma between middle post and Saldanha and the bracket moving on, absent a full stop, it's identical.
Uthi ngaphandle kuba wena usebenzise i-full stop yena esebenzise i-comma yonke leyafana. Sebenzise i-full stop yena wena usebenzise i-comma lilonke yonke into ebhalwa phaa iyafana.
Can you see that?
Uyayibona into le?
Ndiyayibona my lord.
I can see that, my lord. Bhalwa.
Yes, I don't want to go through the whole statement like this, but I think it gives us sort of make one final in that paragraph.
Now you can turn to, for example, paragraph 4 and point out a few things there and then ask the question.
Constable Kubese, if I may leave with the court, still paragraph 3. Your paragraph 3, after Saldanha, close bracket, there is no full stop, it's the continuation of the sentence. We met with the mother of the missing child, comma, now known to me as Kelly Smith in capital letters.
Uthi ke apha kuwe ke umelo Nkosi Saldanha bracket leyana akukho full stop iyaqhubekeka. Sadibana ke nomama womntana olahlekileyo bekikoma. Now okwaziwa ngakho uthi ungakuthi Kelly Smith.
Full stop.
Full stop.
Full stop.
Full stop. Capital letters. Now let me read to you, or have a look as I read it at Gongota, your colleague's statement. His statement had a full stop after Saldanha and then said, I met. And then it's the same words with the mother of the missing child that came.
Uthi ke apha kunenza uGongotha yena uSaldanha full stop. Amazwi afanayo ndadibana nomama wombama oyewaziwa Kelly Smith.
Your statement ends, there's a comma after missing child.
Kuwe ke apha umntana olahlekileyo kunekoma.
And it says after the comma, now known to me as Kelly Smith, capital letters Kelly Smith.
Uthi ke apha kubhalwe ke oyewaziwa Kelly Smith uthi ke apha ke capital letters ezi.
Gongota's,
Kubhalwe ngayo phantsi capital letters Kelly Smith.
Gongota's statement after missing child There's no commas. That says that came known to me as Kelly Smith, small letters, full stop.
uthi kwalapha ke ukhomotha uthi yena loyo wenzeka Kelly Smith ebhala small letters full stop.
Your sentence after that, Kelly, full capital letters, Kelly, did not seem very worried at this time, full stop, she was calm.
Yeah, he did that's it.
I beg your pardon, Lord.
You read at this time.
Kelly did not seem very worried at this time. Sorry, at this moment. Sorry, my Lord, thank you. Yes, at this moment. Yes, thank you. I apologize.
Kwaye wena uthi ngela thuba akabona kanjani ukukhathazeka full stop.
Do you see that?
Yabona leyo.
Ndiyayibona my Lord.
I see that, my Lord.
And then the last three words is she was calm.
Amagama amathathu okugqibela wayengumuntu okhululekileyo.
Ndiyayibona my Lord.
I see that, my Lord.
I can carry on with our statement. I'm just going to go on a little bit in paragraph 4.
Uthi ke angizoqhubeka kakhulu kodwa ngizawuqhubeka nje kancinci paragraph esine.
Your paragraph 4. Kelly, in capital letters, was alone when we attended the complaint, and she then explained to us. Gongotas,
Uthi ke wena ubhala kukheli capital letter wayeyedwa utsho wena ke
Gongotas,
uchazele ke malunga nomntana wakhe walahlekayo ikagongotheke ithi
you see that?
yabona Andre apha kuyo yabona Andre paragraph esine ukheli wayeyedwa ngexesha siyabona sikhalazo esi wayeke wasichazela intombi yakhe Joshlin Smith iminyaka walahlekayo yabona Andre yakho.
The interpreter is now moving ahead with the sentence. I didn't go there. Please stop at the sentence where I stopped.
Uthi ke ukheli wayeyedwa ngexesha sifika kuye wasicacisela ke malunga.
Councillor Kubesi, do you see what I read?
Ndiyayibona my Lord.
Yes, I can see what you
Gongota's sentence says, Kelly was alone when I attended the complaint, and she then explained to me.
Uthi ke yena uNgqongqoshe ngoba ukheli wayeyedwa ngelo xesha siyomama isikhalazo wacacisela mna.
So the difference between your sentence, this part of the sentence, and your colleague's sentence is that you got Kelly capital letters, and where you said us, explain to us, Longota said, explain to me.
Uthi umehluko lapha ubhala ukheli uthi awuthi wena ke wachazela thina uGongothe uthi wachazela mna yena.
Ndiyayibona my Lord.
I see that, my Lord.
And after that it says that her daughter Joshlin Smith, in brackets, open brackets, 6 years old, close brackets, was missing, full stop. Your sentence says, explain to us that her daughter Joshlin Smith, full capital letters Joshlin Smith, open brackets, 6 years of age, close brackets.
Uthi kwa wena uwathi uthi ke intombi yakhe uJoshlin Smith ubhala capital letters ibrackets with 6 years of minyaka wayeke.
Ndiyayibona my Lord.
I see that, my Lord.
Okay, now I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Yes, no. Right. Can I put Did Ongota copy his statement from yours, or did you copy your statement from Ongota?
Ingaba phakathi kwenu omnye ukope komnye ingxelo nomnye ukope komnye.
Andinabungqina buqinisekileyo ngaloo nto my Lord, njengoko ndithe esam istatement ndasitayipa ndasigcina kwindawo ekhusekileyo kwikhompyutha yasemsebenzini.
I don't have information or evidence to that effect because, as I said to the court, I typed my statement on my computer and saved it on the work computer.
let me ask you another question. Point something out to you. Have a look at exhibit.
My apologies, my lord. I would like this interpretation to exact. The witness in Xhosa is saying, my lord. Okay. Yes.
You can just speak as it is.
Okay.
But just so that we have the full context of your objection on record, yes, you may proceed.
My lord, the witness in Xhosa is saying, and nabo ubungqina obuqinisekileyo. Interpreted, I don't have direct evidence. Direct evidence, not information. I don't have direct. I would like the interpreter to interpret it as it is very important for us, the defense, that piece of evidence.
Thank you.
As the court pleases, Your Worship.
I'm not going to say anything I'm going to do as I did before, my lord. My interpretation was that, my lord, I did not have direct evidence that he copied from mine because from my computer, which I typed and saved on my computer. That's what my interpretation was.
Yes, thank you. Can you see the problem, Mr. Kubesi?
Uyayibona impixano ayingxaki ihlala zam umehluko kahle.
Ndiyayibona mhlekazi.
Yes, I can see the
For example, I'm going to cut it short. We don't get the meeting spend more time on this now.
umzekelo ngayenza ngemfitshane singathi ixesha elininzi kule nto le.
Remember, we started earlier with Exhibit J.
Ekuqaleni thina siqale ngo-exhibit J.
You don't have to go again. Just listen. That's the occurrence book entry that you made at 1840 on the night of the 20th.
Yinto owayibhalayo wena 1840 ngokwenzeka ngosuku olungaphambili. I-entry yakho ke occurrence book le.
Now, in that entry, Mr. Harms took you to street names in the area. Street names.
Umr Harms ke kule ngxelo okanye kule entry yakho kunamagama ke ezifaka awabezileyo.
In the affidavit, your statement, it's in paragraph 608, no, in paragraph 5.
Kwi-statement sakho ke from paragraph 5.
I've noticed that you describe the searches in the areas without mentioning all the names.
Into eqaphelekayo ke wena ucacisile kwiparagraph yesithandathu
Which is
malunga ke nogogo kodwa awengo onke amagama ezifaka wafakayo.
which is understandable.
Uthi loo nto iyamkeleka okanye iyalindelekile.
And it's a good summary of what's in Exhibit J.
Uthi yinto ephuka phaa kwe-exhibit J.
The problem, however, doesn't lie there.
Ingxaki evelayo apha mhlekazi wam
Because coincidentally, exactly the same words with the same punctuation marks is to be found in Constable Gogota's statement, also
Indeed.
following that same logic.
into ecacayo ndingathi amangazi into yoba konke ukubhalwe okanye ngendlela ekubhalwe ngayo kwigogotha kuyafana kubhalwe nguwe.
Do you understand?
Uyavisisa?
Ndiyakuva my lord.
I understand.
Yes, Mr. Harris. I think we can move on.
Thank you, Lord. I just want to make, if I may, the court to leave, just make two further references to these statements and exhibit J. In your report, Exhibit J, you refer to Jacqueline Apollos, and you refer to father, and you refer to boyfriend.
Ndiyibona malona xa uthetha isintu sesiXhosa uyakwazi usebenzisa nokuba leliphi igama kodwa ube uthetha into enye.
Yes, my Lord, I can see that, but in Xhosa language, you can use two names but mean the same thing.
I'm not asking for explanation, I'm just asking if you're aware of it. You noted that, thought you did.
Yes,
I can see that, Lord.
And it was at that time that you made your so-called statement on the computer, kept it there for safekeeping, and in your statement, that type statement, you keep referring to Buddha. Where does that come from?
Ubusuku obudlulileyo xa ndandisenza uphando kunye nosapho olulahlekelwe ngumntana, igama endandilazi likatata omntana leli kaBhuta.
The previous night, my Lord, whilst doing investigation about the lost child, the name which I came to know about the father of the child was Buddha.
Yes, the big one. I accept that. But you said, your statement, you typed that night, a year ago, or morning, or whenever, a year ago, you typed this on the computer. In the last year, you have got a lot of information from this investigation, which is the charges as we have in here, kidnapping, trafficking. You heard a lot of information, isn't that correct?
My Lord, I'm sorry, I have to object at this stage. This witness's evidence was that his dealings in this matter concluded here. He was not part of the investigation, so to put the question to him that way is not fair or accurate.
Neither of you did on the point. Mr. Adams didn't follow up with the witnessing in the investigation, whether it was in the investigation or whether it was subsequent. Mr. Adams just subsequent. And yeah, so just be more precise as to when it's in the investigation.
Thank you, my Lord. And just to correct my learned colleague, I didn't ask a question, I made a statement. I made a statement.
I actually never did this.
Yes, I put you. Yes. Constable Gongozo, at the time when that statement you made, put it on your computer, after you've written this report,
Very close to the statements was on the computer.
you said that was done. I'm saying after, meaning at that time. It was the 20th of February a year ago, 2024. A CAS number has not even been allocated yet. In that respect, I refer to Exhibit A, which your colleague referred to, and that is the circulation missing unidentified person document, SAPS 55, correct, my Lord?
uthi ke yini mhlawumbe likwephu abaqala khona manje inkosi zazileyo these are my substitute.
So there's an inquiry about a missing person. No criminal activity, charges, investigation. There's no CAS that has been, in any event, no CAS number has been allocated. It has been allocated shortly after that. How much shortly after that, I don't know. But my point to you is, we're sitting with a missing persons report. You were part of that investigation regarding the missing persons. And when you, as you stated, made this statement that has been handed up now as Exhibit K, that was done on the 20th of February 2024, and there was no allocation even of a CAS number, and there was no criminal investigation. Is that correct?
siyithumela thina xa sigqibile kuba icuphi then i-inquiry register kuzokuba khona reference.
My Lord, after we bring out this substitute file, there will be an inquiry report. That inquiry report will be done after the substitute file has been sent to the detectives.
My Lord, with the greatest respect, I don't understand that answer.
Can I just check what is the period of custody?
My Lord, it's Saldanha CAS 24 of 3/2024.
In other words, it was the CAS was allocated in the month of March.
Indeed.
Thank you, Mark. You heard that, Constable Kubesi?
In other locations, so 24, 03,
And one other.
yes, that's how I see it.
Okay, but what I'm trying to get to with you is that on the 20th of February 2024, this was just a missing persons inquiry and an effort to try and find a poor little girl that was reported missing. Not a criminal investigation.
Thina my Lord senza nje i-inquiry ngokulahleka komntwana, not i-criminal.
We only did an inquiry about the lost child, but no criminal investigation.
As far as the two statements, Exhibit B and K is concerned, I want to ask you one question. That's the last question, I promise you, Your Lordship. The commissioning of these two statements are 2 days apart. Yours was commissioned on the 20th of February this year, and your colleague's Kungota commissioned on the 18th of February this year.
Which is that in
Do you have any comment about have you seen that? Can you see that?
Ngiyayibona mhlekazi kodwa olwam ulwazi lokuba some statement yasenza ngeke ndawuzofumana umyalelo wento yobana ngaba ndizawufuneka enkundleni ndasiprinta then ndisaqizelela emapoliseni into yobana ngaba silungile kwisenkundleni.
I see that, my Lord, but after I made a statement and print and typed it, when I was given instructions to read it, that's why I typed, I printed, and then it was commissioned.
Can you tell this court, who did somebody approach you and say, please, I want you to make a statement about your inquiry that night when the missing persons report came around?
Ozileyo kuwe wathi kuwe sifuna wenze statement malunga ke nophando nalibenzela xesha
Akekho mayona into endiyaziyo yokuba kwathiwa funeke ndize enkundleni.
No one came to me alone, but I well know I was told that I would be needed to come to court.
So you're telling this court, nobody approached you to say to you, Constable Ubese, you need to make a statement about what happened that night a year ago. Nobody told you that.
Lilo uzamuthi wena akho namnye ozileyo wathi obese yenza istatement malunga nezenzo wazo wabusuku.
Ukuza kwam enkundleni, my lord,
When I came to court, my Lord,
ndaxelela into yobana ngaba ndizawufuneka enkundleni kodwa kuzawufuneka ubungqina bento endayenzayo ngobusuku.
I was told I would be needed at court, but evidence would be needed of what took place or what I did on that night.
Njenjalo ke ndaya kwikhompyutha yam ndayokuprinta istatement endandisenzile kuba ndiyabazi zawufuneka enkundleni.
That's what I did. I went to my computer, printed a statement which I believed would be needed.
I'm afraid you've lost me. My question is simple. Did somebody tell you to print and make a statement?
Ukhona ukuthi kuwe senza usiphinda statement.
Nanjengoko silapha enkundleni ewe.
Nangoku
Silapha enkundleni.
as I am in court, my Lord, yes.
Somebody told you, Constable Ubese, you need to make a statement.
Khona ukuthi kuphinda statement.
Ndaxelela into yoba ndizawuba senkundleni namhlanje so mandize nobungqina bento endayenzayo ngala mini.
I was told that we will be in court today. You must bring some evidence of what you did on the day.
Constable Ubese, it's not a difficult question. Please forgive me. Let's keep it short. I'm asking a question. You need to give me an answer, yes or no. I'm asking you, before you made this statement that is commissioned, that was commissioned on the 20th of February this year, did somebody or did somebody not ask you to do that? Make this statement and have it commissioned.
Ingaba ukhona umuntu wathi kuwe malunga nestatement esinjwa senza statement usise basifundiswe sifuna nje uphendule noma hayi anguzuzonke.
Unjani.
Yes, that's correct.
Now why is it so difficult to get that answer from you?
Thini akunzima ngama masifana lo bheki.
Ndiyakholwa ukucacisa kwangoba ndenze.
I would like to explain before I answer.
Okay, now you've answered now and you said yes, somebody did ask you, who was it?
Xa usithi ukhona umuntu wathi ke ufuneka wenze istatement esiuze naso. Bano
Ndicela ukubuza uba ndingaphendula kombuzo na okanye ndiphendule kuba mhlawumbi abanye abantu abafunanga nto yoba bavele apha enkundleni amagama wabo.
My Lord, am I obliged to answer because some people would not like the names to be mentioned in court.
Mr. Ubese, I know that you told us the first time that you testify in court. Just answer the question, please.
Uthi bengivile qala lisithi ewe ngikwazi ukungena enkundleni khawuchaza inkundla khawunika impendulo kuphela.
Ndandifumene kukapteni Lomrach.
Yes, my Lord, Captain Lombard. Pronunciation from the witness, my Lord, makes me to be what we say.
Big pardon, what's the answer? Who?
Ubani utsho?
Captain Lombard.
Kempet Lombard.
Thank you,
I
my lord.
confirm
Thank
that,
you.
my lord.
Thank you. I want to finish off with Constable Pemese. In your statement, in your evidence yesterday, you said, and I've dealt with this with Kongota, my instructions are, and I'm putting it to you as well, Mr. Thomas was not at Talmaki Street, as you said you found him, you and your colleague found him. He was not there.
Uthi ke yena uphela zwapolisi njengoba wena uthe izolo namfumana uTalma Street uyayiphinda wena ukuthi kani mfumane wayeke kodwa seTalma Street yena
kubungqina endikunike izolo mhlekazi akunjalo.
my testimony today is not like being asked about.
And I put you
Not
further.
correct. It's not correct.
Then I put you further. My instructions are, and Mr. Pollis will say that the first time you saw him that night was at 1 o'clock, after 1 o'clock in the morning of the 20th. This is now leading from the 19th after load shedding. And your evidence was that you went back to Mr. Pollis and Ms. Smith's house, Hawkey, and the forms for the missing persons were filled in there on the bonnet. Is that correct? You remember that? Did I describe that correctly?
Uthi wena emzini kokusa ke
No, I'm sorry, my lord. Before that gets interpreted, it started off as a question and then developed into, do you agree with that? It has to be broken up. That's not fair to the witness to say, do you agree? Because what is he agreeing to?
There is one question.
Mate, please. I apologize. Constable Kubezi, let me start here. Am I correct in saying your evidence was that the missing persons forms was filled in at the residence, Hawkey, of Apollos and Mrs. Smith?
ingaba ukuqina bakhona into yoba amaxwebhu la malunga nokuhlahleka komntana agcwaliswa phayana endlini kuhlala khona umama lokuqala nesithathu mapolisi Smith.
Kulapho behlala khona unjani?
That's where they are residing now.
Say again?
That is where they are residing. These are the Psalms, the Psalms.
My question is, were you there with the bucky? With your vehicle, your police vehicle, were you there at the Hawkey where they reside?
Ngaba nani phayana umuntu amapolisi konke konke.
Ewe kunjalo my lord.
That is correct, my lord.
And did you see Mr. Pollis there at that time?
Ngela thuba ke wambona amapolisi phayana.
Ewe sasikunye naye.
Yes, I was in his presence.
Yes, you were. What's the answer?
I was with him.
Yes. Okay. Can you recall what time it is, or do you want to have a look at your report, Exhibit J?
Ingaba usakhumbula ngomani ixesha okanye safuna ujonsa phambi nasireport yakho eCJ.
Kwakuyimizuzwana nje phambi kwentsimbi yokuqala.
It was a few minutes before the hour 1 o'clock.
A few minutes before the hour of 1 o'clock.
Imizuzu imbalwa phambi kwentsimbi yokuqala. utsho
After load shedding.
emva load shedding.
Please.
Can I just get that? So at the time of the filling out of the forms,
Ngeli thuba ke ligcwalisa ezi forms
was that the same time that you were taking the statement from Ms. Smith?
kwangeli xesha uthatha istatement kuMiss Smith. Ngeli xa ugcwalisa ezi forms ixesha elinye elo xesha uthatha ngalo istatement kuMiss Smith.
Lixesha elinye my lord.
Yes, the same time, my Lord.
Was she commissioned or was she signed? Making a on Exhibit C. The 01 thing that you had on the commission stamp. Is that the time that she signed?
Apha kulezipika konsa yona exhibit ixesha livela phaya ngu-0 hours.
Mr. Blau, can I just complete the question, please? On Exhibit C, she signed the affidavit and commissioned by you there on the scene at the house. Now it states 1 hour 10, in other words 10 past 1 in the morning. Was that the time that you were there at the house?
Into evelayo into ecacileyo evelayo kwestatement apha kulesi sitampu sokuba efungisiwe ixesha ngu-01:10. Ingaba leli xesha apho yena ifike khona phaa endlini yakhe.
Kunjalo my lord.
That is correct, my Lord.
So you know that you only put the stamp on later when you got to the police station, but you recorded that time. It's nothing wrong with it. Because that was the time that she signed.
Lilonke ke isitembu sifake emva koko uze yena yongxaki kodwa uthi lixesha leminye athi leli xesha sayina ngalo yena.
Kunjalo my lord.
That's correct, so my Lord.
So you were not at the police station at all at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Bendike kuse-police station ngo-1 ekuseni.
Besingekafiki my lord.
We were not at the police station as yet, my Lord.
Sorry.
We were not at the police station as yet. Want was nog niet bij de administratie van de eerste.
Mr. Adams, let me just clear this up. Do you still have Exhibit G here?
I had
No, I'm talking about for the witness. Because these times might be important, Mr. Adams.
yeah.
Couldn't you also notice an entry on Exhibit G earlier on? We will not refer to it for purposes of the trial. But there's an entry serial number 2348. Can you have a look at it?
Apha ke kule entry yonasa kule kubhaleke u-entry number 2348. Yabona? Yes, I see.
Ndiyibona.
And what is the time of that occurrence?
Ingaba le nto ixesha ebhale phayana yenzeke ngamaxesha. Ngokwexesha ebhale phaa.
Noba ndenze impazamo apha ekubhaleni kwam ixesha eli lipha kwistatement sam.
Maybe I made a mistake of the time recorded here and the time recorded on the state.
You see, that's exactly what I want to clear about and why I asked you at the scene of the police station. Because according to this official record, you were actually at the police station at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yiloo nto ke ndikuzile manje ke ngexesha kusayina ngale statement okanye kusayina ngale statement ingathi imfazi lo kuba ngokwale ngxelo ke yakho isemthethweni ngowani use-police station.
Ndiyayibona, my lord.
I can see that, my lord.
Unless, of course, this is a false statement.
Ngaphandleni kokuba mhlawumbe si-statement singenyaniso.
Because this instance that you visited the cells with Constable Gongota.
Kuba ngokwale ndlela okanye ngokwale nto ibali semthethweni kuthiwa wena uzithela isele inguConstable Kobese noConstable Gongota.
And they were not. In other words, you were at the police station, and so you were at 2 o'clock as well, and so you were at 3 o'clock as well, on the hour, every hour.
Uthi ngo-2 nango-3.
Ndiyayibona, my lord.
I can see that, my lord.
So were you at the police station at 1 o'clock, or were you at the residence of the police at 3 o'clock?
Ingaba enisikeni buse-police station ngo-1 okanye msendlini yomntu ebesenzasewufake isikhalazo.
Bendisendleleni eya khona, mhlekazi.
We are on the way there too, my lord. Lilonke libhala lapha ayonyani.
Bendicinga into yoba mhlawumbi kufanele uba kwenziwe i-late entry kuba sizenze izisele after sicommissione i-statement.
I thought maybe it should make a late entry since we already entered time after the statement was signed.
Somebody asked me if that person said you were at the police station at 1 o'clock.
Uthi ayibanga libhala lapha. Uthi lo muntu ngisengoqala use-police station.
Ndiyayibona, my lord.
I see that, my lord.
We thought that you were at the residence of Houston.
The last part.
You positive you were at the residence of accused 1 and 3 at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Uqinisekile wena usendlini ke kamangalo lwesithathu ngoba ekuseni.
Ndiqinisekile, my lord.
I'm sure, my lord.